At Yard House, they have the full yards, and this $4 off a full yard. G, it's a yard.
Wow! Did you drink that whole thing?
Yeah, I drink that whole thing.
Oh,
Stop
you
playing with me.
going? Oh, you sauced up right now, G. Yo, welcome to Beers and Bars.
Your place for rapid fire hip hop discussion and, of course, great beer.
I am Kamal Kiddo.
OT the Golden Child. Thank you for checking out our last episode. It's been a minute, but if you're watching this right now, big shout out to all the folks who will be going to the Barrel and Flow Fest. If you check out our last episode, you would have saw the brothers from Black Calder Brewing on there, along with Mike Jimmer. They were promoting their India Pale Lager, Just Another Day, which will be on tap, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the other black breweries and all the breweries around the country that's going to be at Barrel and Flow Fest. You know what I'm saying? Coming up on your boy birthday weekend in a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? Your boy about to turn 30. You know what I'm saying? 29 was a great year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Long time subscribers. Thank y'all, man. People who be checking for us, man. Dude that commented on the YouTube page that said y'all need to have way more subscribers than y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Because we do. First time listeners, man, make sure you subscribe, man. This is a beer and rap show where we talk about rap, everything rap within the culture, along with some other stuff, pop culture and whatnot, over a great beer. Myself, Kamal Kiddo. I'm Saucy Kamal. You already know why I'm talking long. No long talk. No, it's all long talk right now. What's popping? What's going on with you?
Hey, man, not too much is going on with me. You know what I'm saying? I got Luella Cole on right now. You know what I'm saying? Luella Cole. Check LuellaCole.com for all your popping, get fly, streetwear gear and whatnot. But yeah, man, I mean, not too much going on. You know what I'm saying? Not too much going on, man.
Yeah, man.
What you, hey, man, you the one though. You the one, man. Where'd you come from? Where you
first
coming
of all,
from right now?
Also make sure you check out Luella Cole if you want to do check out Luella Cole on IG if you want to follow some dope movie reviews by your boy.
That's right. I have been doing movie reviews right now. Like right now I gotta I'm going to be reviewing Halloween Kills probably tomorrow. I'll probably drop that tomorrow. I watched Bigger and Blacker, Chris Rock, just last night, so I'll probably be doing that one too.
Word.
But yeah, man, I've been doing movie reviews. I check for movies, man. I'm a filmmaker myself. I check for movies. So yes, please follow Luella Cole Chicago on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Good looking.
Yeah, man. So no, I was just at Yard House, man. I was at Yard House, man. Yard House is a spot. I know that I think they're nationally, but I know that the one that's by me is in Lombard, man. Dope happy hour situation. Everything be half off between like 3 and 6. They have like a yard beer. They have over 100, 150 beers on tap locally and whatnot, man. Dope spot.
That's
super
crazy.
good, man. I just had one of their triples. They don't even sell beer from the standpoint of like you can't take beer with you, growler situation, all that kind of stuff. No, but their in-house beers are very, very good. So shout out to Yard House. But come on, what we talking about this week, man? What we doing today? What's popping?
So, Mozzy has just dropped the album. Mozzy's West Coast Survivor's Guilt.
Mm-hmm.
Survivor's Guilt. Joey Badass has just dropped the album 2000. I guess this is the sequel to his what's that 20, I don't even know what year it came out.
I think it was like 2012 2013
1999. Now this is 2000, the album. And then we're gonna go off the cuff with a topic. What is your go-to album for an artist? So we're gonna just pick a certain artist. What is your go? So we was like Lil Wayne. What's your go-to album for Lil Wayne? When you really want to, man, I want to throw on some Wayne right now, man. What album do you put on? What album do you recommend to other people? That what if someone has never heard man, I want to get into Jay-Z like a young kid, man. I want to get into Jay-Z, but I don't really know where to start. You know what I'm saying? What album do you tell this young kid, go listen to this first? Start with this. Start with this. So yeah, what's your go-to album for an artist? Yeah, man. What we drinking? What we drinking?
So Kamal, I think you are having a beer that I really was gonna have, but
Yes.
then you know what? I'm like, no, because I haven't had this beer, and I'm not even a super duper duper fan of the style, but I had to do it, man. We was at a shout out to the Fly Nerd group. Me and
Oh, yeah.
Kamal Kiddo a couple weeks ago was at their Sunday joint at Haymarket. Big shout out to Haymarket, Mike Jim, and the whole staff over there.
Yeah.
And they had these joints in there, man. This is my
Woo.
homie's beer.
Yes.
Pathways to Liberation, which is a beer that was brewed in collaboration with Sketchbook, along with the homie Jay West, otherwise known as the Black Beer Baron. This is a Saison brew with hibiscus, strawberry, and lime. What's dope about this beer is that it was brewed this year for Juneteenth 2022.
Word.
And here's what's fire about it. This joint is for two causes here, which was 100% of the profits are going to Skokie United. Skokie United is dedicated to being socially engaged with community to build diverse, equitable, inclusive, anti-racist neighborhood through dialogue, events, relationships. And then the City of Evanston's Reparation Fund, which addresses the historical wealth and opportunity gaps that African American and Black residents of Evanston has experienced. So 100% of the funds from you buying this beer goes to those two causes in conjunction. So
you know what, man? Shout out real quick to Black Beer Baron, man, Jay Westbrook. Because this is the second time that I've heard him do a beer, and it's probably something that he always does, but he does research. It looks really good.
It's very.
I saw him promoting that and like showing the color and all of that. It looks really good, man.
Yeah.
But he always has like a backstory to his beers. It's not just we're gonna make a flavorful beer and put it out. It's always like a focus, some type of movement behind it, some type of purpose, and that's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah,
it's
man.
Not just beer for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, as he talked about when he was on our show, you know, he said if you ain't brewing beer with a story behind it, then what the hell you doing? You know, which is one of my favorite things about craft beer, man. When you get into the stories and recipes and everything, man, regardless of who brewing a beer, even the very name of an IPA has a story behind it. It's an India Pale Ale for a reason, right? There's stories that are behind the beer. And shout out to Jay Westbrook because everything he puts his name behind has some type of cause, some type of story behind it. So yeah, man.
Word up. I'm having today Haymarket relief peacher. Like relief pitcher. Relief peacher. This is a peach IPA. This is made with peaches. What else can I say about this joint, man?
You haven't had this beer yet, right?
I haven't had. This is a 6.2 ABV. I haven't had it. I know you text me and was matter of fact, you might have called me. Did you call me on this, G?
I text Mike Gemma after I had this beer. I said, Mike, y'all playing with this damn beer. I'm like, hey, this beer is very, very good. I'm not even a big fan of what do you call it, like
what, fruit,
yeah, not even fruited thing, but I mean in general I don't need. I'm trying to figure out the word. I'm saucy, everybody. I'm saucy, but yeah, the fruit within the beers and whatnot, I'll let them all go.
That's really good.
That's fucking refreshing.
That's refreshing for real. Yeah, like I can taste the hops. It's there. But it's definitely peachy. It's definitely like this is like a
that peach on top of that, on top of the bitterness and whatnot that you get from an IPA, the sweetness that comes through with that peach is so. It's like too much your go-to, right? Okay, if somebody said, "Yo, I don't really drink beer," I would pass them this beer.
Okay, here, try this.
Try this. Yeah.
Try this. True. Word up, man. What we getting into first, man?
So let's go ahead and just start out the show with Mozzy, man. Mozzy is a rapper from Sacramento, California. Um, I'm not sure exactly what project this is for Mozzy, but let me just say that Mozzy is somebody that my homie Chris Shields has been talking about for a while. I have checked out a couple projects from Mozzy. I think maybe like one or two outside of this Survivor's Guilt joint. But what do you get from Mozzy? Who is Mozzy? I think I've also heard him. He does stuff with Dreamville as well. I've heard him on some Dreamville projects. I feel like, right?
Yeah.
But you got the Survivor's Guilt joint, man. I'll tell you what I like about Mozzy. The project is okay, right? What I like about Mozzy on this project in particular, and just what he does, is Mozzy is West Coast gangster rap, right? It has that bounce to it. It has that bop to it. Almost very mustard-ish, very you think about E40 and that bounce, that Bay Area. It has a Bay Area vibe to it, but at the same time, he giving you raw, honest street rap, unremorseful. This is how it is in our community. This is what we do. But at the same time, there's still a certain level of introspectiveness to it that I do appreciate. It is raw. It is we out here, we mobbing. You know what I'm saying? It's in your face, gangster West Coast, street music, obviously. Come on, we've had conversations about this too, man, about the brutal honesty, like, within music like this, or like a Pooh Shiesty, where it's like we running down on your mans, we fanning everybody, we blowing down, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. But I will say that it's not just in your face without any context to it. You know what I'm saying? He does give you a certain level of introspection, which I do appreciate from rappers like him. But let me just go over a couple tracks that I do like. I really like Lurkin. All right. Lurkin is the joint with, let me see. Lurkin is the joint with ESTG.
Oh, yes.
I also do like Ain't Really Real. I also like Open Arms. And I really like Smoke None with 42 Dub. I will knock over all this shit for that song. All right. I'm out here in Whedon. I will slap a soccer dad. Slap a soccer dad to that song, right? So yeah, man. I dig what he do, man. It's I can't say I'm a return to it a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because I do think that it's just an okay project. It's not something that's necessarily a vibe that I would always go to, but there are certain modes and certain vibes in which I can see myself listening to this, and I do appreciate a real street story with some introspectiveness to it. So, yeah.
On the very first track, is what's the name of the first joint? Not the Same. He has a line that says, "Got so many obituaries, I can't cry no more." And I think that line is it's a rough line. You know what I'm saying? He's seen a lot of his people die. And I think there's that idea, that thread throughout the entire project. You know what I'm saying? He got so many obituaries, he's numb to it. He's very nonchalant about the death going on. He got another line. Like later on in the album, on Burr. He got a line on Burr that says, when a homie smoked the homie blood, I ain't cry, I don't care. Wow. Now, to be fair, the context, like you said, the context of that story of what he's talking about, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, one of his homies did something wrong, you know what I'm saying? But the idea that you calling him a homie, you know what I'm saying? In the line, a homie smoked a homie blood, I ain't cry, I don't care. The nonchalantness of all of the stuff that's going on. Here's the thing. It's very it's not a universal album. It's almost like Dirk to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? It's very gang community related. You know what I'm saying? He's speaking to certain listeners. You know what I'm saying? He's speaking to certain people. There's a lot of name drops from about people in his neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And that's very similar to what Dirk does. That's very similar to what a lot of artists that do this type of rap. I mean, because again, I'm gonna call this trauma rap too. This is like some West Coast trauma rap. You know what I'm saying? He is affected even from that line. You know what I'm saying? Got so many obituaries. You know what I'm saying? I can't cry no more. You know what I'm saying? He's numb to it, but he's traumatized by these things. He's affected by these things that's going on in his neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. And because of that, you know, I'm gonna have to say that this isn't an album for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I listened to it at least 3 times, I'm gonna say, G. And it's like this is so focused. This is directed at a certain listener. You know what I'm saying? This is not universal. Let me just say that like YG has a line on what's the name of that song, man? The first song that YG is on Wouldn't Be Us. He say on some Mekhi Phifer-ish, I'm in way too deep. Nobody told YG that that's not Mekhi Phifer, man. That's Omar Epps in way too deep. You know what I'm saying? In too deep. That's Omar Epps. Nobody told him. And then there's a couple of areas on the album that goes from a real heartfelt song like Open Arms, and then the very next song is In Your Face. Hey. With YG and Sweetie with some booty shaking music. And it's kind of like that's jarring, you know what I'm saying? So the arrangement of the songs is funny to me, you know what I'm saying? There was another area like that earlier in the album, but that one was just like, yeah, ooh, I feel you on Open Arms. I feel you. I like that joint. I feel you. But then, girl, put it in my face. Dang. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't ready for that switch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Overall, I'm probably not gonna return to it like that. I'm gonna say it's not for me. It's hard to. I'm happy we're not doing ratings anymore because I wouldn't be able to rate this. It wouldn't be even fair for me to rate this. You know what I'm saying? Because this is not my type of music. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, that's another thing critics need to be aware of. If you don't normally listen to this music, then how can you rate it, G? You know what I'm saying? Somebody that listens to this type of music might be like, yo, this hard, G. And they'll talk to their homie that listen to this type of music and be like, listen to this.
Yeah.
They get it to me and I'll be like, man, you don't know what you talk about. Nah, that's for you. That's not for me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
So yeah, and
about it.
I think that we've definitely gotten better at that, man. That's something that we've, you know, grown through. Everything is vibes, everything is moods, everything is about the moment and whatnot. And you know, there's nothing wrong with saying that that's just not for you. Let's switch it though, man. Let's go ahead and go to a rapper from the home of hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Brooklyn?
I think, yeah, Joey Badass, I believe is from Brooklyn, New York, man. This is a guy that lit the world on fire in 2012 with his 1999 project. Joey Badass is only 27. So that means that when he dropped that joint, he was 17. Wow. So Joey Badass really is a prodigy from the standpoint of he's been in the game. This is his 4th album solo-wise. And he's only 27 years old.
Young, man. Young.
I'm gonna tell you like this about Joey Badass. Joey Badass is definitely okay. So let's set it up this way. Definitely was looking to this album because he's had some very good features recently. The joint with Chance, he was snapping on, and he's had just some overall good performances, feature wise recently. I believe that 1999 is a classic. I think that's a very good album.
Really good album. Yeah.
His second album, I don't know if it's a classic. That's a good album.
What was his second album?
That's the B4 Bad. That's the one that had Christ Conscious on it, and I think it's B4 Badass. I believe. Let me see. Hold on. I think that's that joint came out in 2015. I think this is just Badass.
Oh yeah. Right. It was right. So it's Before the Money.
So
that's not. But it's written like Badass. That's really good though. He was dope for that. Young creative mind. But he was dope the way he wrote it. But it's Before the Money.
And I'm sorry, actually, Summer Nights came out in 2013. I really like Before the Money. That joint, so Christ Conscious on that joint, Paper Trail. He had a lot of primo joints on here. Number 99, on and on. And then we also did, and I think this was an okay album. The All American Badass joint, man. I used to feel so devastated. That joint was hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He had some joints on there too. That was a decent album. This album, man, I'm gonna say it like this: the 2000 joint. I'm usually good at managing my expectations, man. I'm usually good at it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't not be honest and say that I wanted more. It's not a bad album. But when I'm talking about those first albums that I liked a lot, and then we get here and he's been off the scene since 2017, 5-year hiatus, you know what I'm saying? And he drops this joint. And I was hoping for more, man. I do think that there are some good joints on here. So it's not a bad album, right? That's not what this is about. I'm not saying, oh my God, this is a terrible album. No, because I do like Brand New 911. I do like Zip Codes. I really like Head High. I really like Survivor's Guilt. Survivor's Guilt is a very good, you know what I'm saying, talk about capital steez and whatnot. Written in the Stars is also good, man. Joey Badass, I'm a fan. I've seen Joey Badass twice. I've seen him when he was doing his 1999 tour, or I'm sorry, when he was doing the tour in like 2015 for that album I mentioned. And then I also saw him when he was on the tour with Flatbush Zombies in like 2017. So I'm a fan. But this joint, it's just okay for me, man. I really was hoping that he just like, knocked it out the park, but it's just decent to me, man. It's a decent project, man.
I would agree. I think it's just a decent project. It's very chill vibes. It's very chill. There's not a lot of rah-rah songs on here. Not like banging beats. This is real
Static Selector-ish.
Yeah, very, very chill vibey.
Yeah.
I really like Brand New 911. I think that sounds a little different from some of the other songs, but it still fits because it's the whole album is very chill vibes. I do like Head High. I like Survivor's Guilt. I like Written in the Stars. I like Make Me Feel. You know what I'm saying? Survivor's Guilt is interesting to me because to me it sounds a lot like Kendrick Sing About Me. Sing About Me. And the reason I say that is because of the beat, the tempo, it's like it's got a similar drum pattern, and it's the Kendrick's hook is when it's got that sing-songy hook in the same way that Survivor's Guilt has that hook, and it's about capital steez, about someone that's died, right? And Sing About Me, all of the people in Sing About Me have died. You know what I'm saying? And it's just so as soon as I heard it, I'm like, this remind me immediately, especially because of the drums. And I'm like, I wonder if that's like intentional. I don't know. I don't know if the producer kind of intentionally wanted to kind of like do that type of thing. I don't know, but they're very, very similar to me. Very similar. It's crazy. But overall, I don't have too much else to say. I do like Written in the Stars. I think it's a good closer. He's got some bars on here. I just like you. I I think he's been doing a lot of good features. I really like him on the highs and the lows with Chance. Um, but overall, I just think the album is straight. You know, it's a chill vibe. It's something that I could fold close to. You know what I'm saying? Have in the background. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't be mad at it.
So let me say this, then we can go ahead and go to our the go-to topic and whatnot. I do think that that is exactly the same. I mean, and it happens, you know. Uh, the joint that you did, remember the joint that you did, and I rapped on. I don't know what we did with it, but uh, the Rihanna Ella, that's a pack, that drum
Oh
pack.
yeah, yeah. That's a pack from
That's the pack,
GarageBand. Yes, I've used that. Yeah,
and
yeah. That's
absolutely
funny. Yeah, that's so. Go ahead though. Go ahead.
that be happening, man. Cats be having the same pack. You know, you like the drum,
Mm,
and you know. So I think I 100% think that is the same drum pack from "Sing About Me" for sure.
that's crazy, G.
That loop is
That's crazy. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's a GarageBand pack, G. That they use in Ella, and Umbrella, G. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
But facts. Yeah, for sure.
You ready to have some fun? You ready for this?
Let's do it.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do, people. We already explained this, but we're gonna have so obviously life is a simulation, right? None of this is real right now. When nobody's really awake. So the aliens right now, you know, have us. I'm joking. So let's say the aliens came down to Earth and was like, play us your music. Like, you know, and he was like, man, from who? you know, uh, we're gonna talk about who is your go-to album for an artist. If you had to, if you when you think of an artist, what's your go-to? What I think is dope about this kind of conversation is that go-to may not necessarily be the best. It may not be that person's best album, but you may like this album for whatever reason you like it. So come on, since I'm talking first, are you ready to you at bat? Are you ready?
Man, how should I do this? Should I do like one of these? Should I do like one of these?
I'll tell you, I'm gonna kick it to you, and then you can bring yourself up. However you want to do it. You ready? Let's go. Comment.
Common. Well, for me, I know a lot of where Jarrell at, man. I know a lot of people would say like water for chocolate, but I actually here look, case in point, right? But I would definitely say one day it'll all make sense. One day it'll all make sense for me. Um, dang, you really off the cuff. I really had no idea he was gonna say that.
I'm everywhere.
But
I'm drunk.
but one day it'll all make sense. There was a moment where every time I listened to that album, I would catch something new like every year. You know what I'm saying? It was real crazy. And I'm like, and that to me is he was his rapping is really good on there. He got creativity on that project. If I were to tell people about Common, I would tell them check out one day it'll all make sense.
Word up.
For real. For
Okay.
real. For sure.
100%.
Um do you have are we doing like you kick it to me and I
You
say
go.
mine?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Or and you say yours, or I'm gonna
Yeah.
just kick a new one to you.
Kick. Yeah, my first. Who's first up for me? Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna say Cole, man. J. Cole, G.
Oh my God, you wilding. You just tripping out the gate. J. Cole. For me, it would be KOD.
Really?
It would be KOD, man.
Really?
Yeah, and the reason why it would be KOD, I think that
I'm shocked.
people could possibly get into him more from 2014 Forest Hills Drive, but I like for me I keep my head in the sky, I sing grateful for the blessings you. That is my favorite J. Cole song. And
Wow.
then the attempt at a song like Medicate, which talks about PTSD and trauma that happens in our neighborhoods and how young black men cope with that through marijuana or whatever else, but mainly in that conversation is marijuana. And he's offering a different type of solution, which is meditation.
Mm-hmm.
Is so fire to me that he even attempted to do it.
Yeah.
Because nobody talk about meditation. Like some people talk about it, but you know, yeah, man, KOD, and I think it has some bangers. I think you can get. I think that album has a good balance of bangers, like this is what you call a bang. That joint, along with the songs that I'm mentioning. So it's a good balance of the, as Charlamagne would say, the ratchet and the righteousness. So yeah.
I'm just gonna put my 2 cents in here and say Forest Hill Drive is mine. Word up. Go ahead, G.
Okay, let me see here. So I gave you that one. All right, I'm gonna test you a bit here, man. I'm gonna test you a bit. Most Def.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. But I think it's easily like I it's funny. I'm gonna say the Ecstatic. Easily.
Okay, I like that because we just did the Ecstatic. So I'm go ahead, yeah.
The Ecstatic is really good. Though I do like True Magic. I do like his first. His first album. I could almost say Black on Both Sides. Really,
Black.
I could almost say Black on Both Sides. But the Ecstatic got some joints that's it's got a different vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with the Ecstatic for sure.
Okay.
I would tell people you need to check the Ecstatic if you can't get it because it's hard. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's on streaming platforms.
Nope. No.
You know what I'm saying? Then go ahead and listen to Black on Both Sides, and you won't be disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Black on Both Sides got some joints.
Okay.
It got some joints. I mean, it's his first joint. It's his first one. But the Ecstatic for me is probably one of my when we listened to it and reviewed it and was able to hear it because I haven't heard it in so long. You know what I'm saying? I got it on CD.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I got albums right on my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta go get the CD. But man, G, that joint, man, I'm like, yo, I forgot about some of these. Man, he got joints on here. So yeah, I would say the Ecstatic, man.
Okay.
The Ecstatic, G.
Word up. Curveballs. Let's go.
Right, curveballs, right? I'm gonna keep it cool. I'm gonna say Rick Ross, man. I'm gonna say Rose, man.
That's very good. I think that there is no other answer besides Teflon Don.
Actually, you know what's funny? That's my pick, but I thought you would have said Deeper Than Rap, actually, G.
No. Teflon Don is one of the best albums of the 2010s by far.
Right. I agree.
The song with CeeLo is so beautiful.
Ooh, that beat hard too.
That's such a good song,
but
man.
What I do to deserve this? Ooh,
bruh, that's such a good album. It's one of those joints where somebody caught a wave. The whole album, there's the mix of this. What's my man's name was popping at that time? The one that made, I think, Big Meech. What's the producer's name? Larry Hoover.
Lex Luger.
So you have that sound on songs like that, and then the song he has with Gucci, right? Mixed with these beautiful sample type joints, like the joint with Hove and a joint with Puff. The joint with Neo. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right, forget. Okay, there we go. Teflon Don, 100%. Come on, you ready?
Yes.
Benny Siegel.
The Becoming.
You smart.
That's the one, G. Woo, that's the one, G. That was the album where he was in jail. He had done all of these. He had done all of these joints before he went to jail. I think he did a couple of. I think he did a couple of videos before he went to jail. That was, and while he was in jail, that's when like Jay and Dame had the riff. So the album comes out on Dame Dash's imprint. You know what I'm saying? But but it's really, I don't know how they really, I don't remember like the promotion for that joint, but he was in jail anyway. But it was, that album is hard, G. Feel It in the Air. Bink produced a few joints on that joint.
Oh Daddy.
Grand Pooba. Woo! It's got some joints. Snoop on there. Snoop is on the project.
Bread and Butter.
What's the joint with Bun B? The purple.
Please don't blow my high.
I think it's Purple Rain, ain't it? Ain't it called Purple Rain?
Yeah.
I might throw that on after this joint, G. That joint hard.
I might blow a little bit and throw that album on. I might blow a little bit and throw that album on.
Oh my God. Oh snap. All right. Look, man, I'm about to put you in my bag a little bit, man.
Hey, let's go.
Ghostface Killer.
Oh my God. Ghostface, G. I think we talked about this
yeah.
I'm going to say, G, and what's crazy is that I know I said Supreme Clientele the other day, but then I remember I was listening to Iron Man like 2 weeks ago. Iron Man.
Hey, I would agree. Though Supreme Clientele is not a bad choice.
It's not, but and the reason why I was gonna say Supreme Clientele is because Supreme Clientele is around a time that me and you met. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Daytona 500. You know what I'm saying? All That I Got Is You.
Classic.
I don't even 260. 260 is on a run playlist for me, G.
Woo! 260, 2L. I mean, man, step.
And because it represents. I think that it encapsulates an era so much as well. Right? That's 96. 96 is wild. Reasonable Doubt. This album, you got Wu dropped the album that year, right? In 96, I believe. They
might have.
I think the second joint dropped.
Nah, the second joint dropped in 2000, I believe.
Okay, all right. So let me move on then. 96 also is. I mean, it's just it's such I think Pac had an album that year.
I think so.
It's such a crazy year. Anyhow, let's keep it going. Are you ready?
Let's keep it going.
I gotta put you in your bag. You just put me in your bag. I gotta put you in your joint, man. Your favorite or one of your favorites, MF Doom.
You know what's funny? I put this on the list for you, and I'm like, nah, I can't do that. I can't do him like that. You know what I'm saying?
I could have, yeah.
But Doom, man, I like a lot from Doom. If I'm gonna talk about, if I would tell people, if you know, you gotta really like his type of rap, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think his classic albums would have to probably people love Mad Villain. Completely produced by Madlib. I agree.
Yeah.
But the album that got me on MF Doom and that really comes across with his character, his creativity, he's a funny guy, you know what I'm saying? Like he a cartoon character type rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like it would have to be Operation Doomsday,
Okay.
man.
I would have said the
Which
same
is
thing. Go ahead.
which is his very first solo album. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was in a group, KMD, with his now deceased brother. But well, they both deceased, rest in peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the time, you know, he had just he was done with the music business. He wasn't feeling the music business.
Yeah.
He said he about to come out after his brother died, he about to come back out and he about to not show his face because it shouldn't even be about how I look or none of that. He just about to just sling these raps. And he came out with Operation Doomsday, man. And when I heard that joint, I didn't hear it when it dropped. You know what I'm saying? I heard it probably maybe 3 or 4 years later. You know what I'm saying? I never knew who MF Doom was. I ain't know nothing about dude. And somebody put me on him when I was out in LA. And yeah, G. So probably many years later, because we graduated in 05.
Yeah, Operation Doomsday is 99, I believe.
Yes,
So, yeah.
G. So many years later. But when I heard it, I'm like, this guy is good, G. This guy is funny. This guy got a song called Yikes. You know what I'm saying? It's called Yikes. And he, you know what I'm saying? He over here sampling Scooby-Doo. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this guy's funny. And that's the one that I would tell people listen to, G. It shows his character, it shows creativity. It's got some strong joints on there, man. He definitely recorded that joint like in the crib. It ain't like super mastered.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't no pristine sound. It's like he recorded this in the crib.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I rock with that joint, man. Operation Doomsday is definitely the one. It's definitely that one. Nah, I checked for other projects. Don't get me wrong. I checked for other projects. But that's the one that's I would recommend. That's the one that I listen to. That's the one that the boys, that my children know. You know what I'm saying? That's the one, G, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I gotta give you Wayne, G. I gotta give you Wayne, G. I gotta give you Wayne, man.
Carter 2 all day.
Really?
Carter 2. Absolutely. Hustlers Music. Baby, you gotta know that I'm just out here doing what I gotta do. For...
Now, do mixtapes count, or we not doing mixtapes?
You know, I would not give anybody a mixtape. I want them to hear Wayne at his purest form, rapping over his own instrumentals and giving you bar. Oh no, bruh. Best rapper alive. Money on my mind. Bruh, banger, right? The intros on this album. Hold on. Let me just hold on because I'm trying to figure out. I gotta remember the name of this joint that was on this album. I think it's The Mob. I believe The Mob is how the album starts. Yes, The Mob. Fly in. Fireman.
Ooh, Fireman. That's a good joint. That's a good one.
Bruh, yeah. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. Yeah. Oh no. Bruh. More fire, Weezy, baby. More.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Carter 2. Okay.
Come on. I hate to make this easy and kind of give a layup, but I think it's an important question to ask. Kendrick Lamar.
I actually think that's a little hard. Actually,
yeah, I know. It's not easy.
That's not a layup for me.
It's not. That's what I wanted to hear. Here's
the thing. Here's the thing about Kendrick for me, man. I like Kendrick. I like most of his albums. I don't know what album I like over another album though. You know what I'm saying? Now the truth of the matter is I like Kendrick, but I gotta be in a like when I listen to Kendrick, and I think I've said this on the show before, when I listen to Kendrick, it's almost like I'm sitting down watching a movie. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to just throw on Kendrick and just have it playing in the background, or like I really like Good Kid, Mad City go together. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like formatted in a way that you should probably listen to this whole joint. It is a movie. It's a movie. It's literally a film. It's a film. This might be kind of crazy of an answer, G. But I'm gonna I mean, and then there's also To Pimp a Butterfly. But I'm gonna go with this. I think probably the easiest digestible album is Damn, G. And I would say that I could throw Damn on and I could offer Damn up to other people that don't know nothing about Kendrick, and they don't have to get into the nuances of an album. You know what I'm saying? You can just listen to the album. So I would say Damn.
I know. It's wonderful.
It's really hard though for that type of artist, because these aren't songs he chose to put on an album. They go together in this arrangement. You know what I'm saying? For especially for all his albums, but especially for Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah.
For To Pimp a Butterfly, you know what I'm saying? At the end of a almost every other joint is the poem that he's saying. And that's like dripping with other, you know, I would say Damn, I guess. I would probably say, I mean, and then Damn, you can listen to it forwards or backwards, and then you know what I'm saying? But I would say Damn. I would say Damn. That's probably the that's a hard one, to be honest. For me, that's hard. That's hard for me. That's hard for me. What would you say? What would you say?
I'm not gonna lie, and this may be cap right now. It may be the one that just came out, man. Mr. Yeah. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I think that this is his best album.
Really?
And I think that the complexities and the nuances within it are so important that I just will want people to hear it. There's so much of me.
As a first listen though, as a first listen to Kendrick Lamar, you will offer up Mr. Morale first.
And again, like I said, it could be cap because I'm just so enthralled. Like there's so much I relate to personally within the album. And I think that the album is so important with a lot of what's happening in the times, and a lot of what he is talking about, that I think is so important for people to hear. Like from the standpoint of a Tyler Creator, right? Explaining why he likes the album. I don't even think we understand how good the album is even still right now. Like I think it's his best album easily to me right now.
I definitely think it's obviously his most personal. Obviously. Yeah. I like this conversation right now, G. I like that.
I mean, when you think about I've been thinking about artistry, man. It's just what is an artist and how what does that mean? I mean, the when artists are just open like that, man, it just reflects differently, man. You know, but yeah, I don't want to. Yeah.
Man, Now I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. I had Jay-Z and Kanye on my list.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They are very big artists. You know, I definitely wanted to come with some curveballs, but
Mhm.
like and this might be cheating, but give me one from both of them, G. Give me
Absolutely.
one from both of them.
Absolutely. If I'm gonna go Jay-Z, easily it's gonna be Blueprint One.
Ooh,
Blueprint One
ooh.
is possibly the greatest rap album of all time, if it's not Illmatic.
I'm
I know,
about
I
to
know, I
say.
know, I know, I know, I know, I know.
I'm about to say.
To me, there isn't a better album. And again, this is why I'm kind of recognizing there is no such thing as greatest of all time and all this shit. Like, I mean, what are you looking for, right? To
Right.
me, front to back, from an album that will check off every box: singles, party, introspective, makes you feel good, makes you think, creative, girls, girls, girls. I
I just heard
mean,
that. I just heard that the other day. I'm like, bruh, he's good. Ooh,
bro,
he killed girls, girls, girls. G.
song Cry.
Mm,
It has a diss. It has one of the greatest diss songs ever on it, right?
yeah,
Takeover is on it. It's so many fucking boxes being checked off on this album that even though I don't think that it's a sonic ride like Illmatic, I mean,
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
yeah.
And this also may be cap. There's a lot of cap on this show. Um, no bullshit though. No bullshit. No bullshit. It may be Yeezus for Kanye. It may be Yeezus for Kanye.
No,
Maybe.
I
Bruh.
like Kanye. And
Bruh.
how you saying, fam? Now I promote Kanye. People are going to destroy you in the
No, I
comments.
can't.
Dude.
Listen, here's the thing. I can't be, because I'm gonna always have a solid argument for why I think what I think. I think the first albums are too much of. I think that his best album is Late Registration or College Dropout, depending
I would
upon
say
who.
I would have said late registration.
But they are
Late registration,
so
my joint.
far removed
That's my
from.
go-to for Kanye. Late registration.
They're so far removed from who I believe Kanye to be,
Mm,
like at his core, as to where Yeezus is really Kanye West,
I agree with that.
the guy that is always artistically pushing, the guy that is always artistically creative, genre
Mm,
bending, the guy
mm.
that is like, you ain't got the answer sway Kanye.
It
That's
is.
the first Breakfast Club Kanye, right? Um that's Kanye. That is the presidential campaign Kanye. That is the Kanye that stepped on stage and said he would have voted for Trump instead of Hillary Kanye. That is the taken out of context 400-year slavery Kanye. That is that is
That was, to be fair, I think that was around Pablo time. I think
but
all that was
what I
like
mean is that
Pablo.
what I'm saying is that the
But he
Kanye
was
that is
definitely shifting during Yeezus. He
well
was,
what I'm saying is that the Kanye that is not afraid Kanye. That's all I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
I'm not even
Oh
saying
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
I
I'm
got
just saying that that's that guy, right? Hold
you.
my liquor. Oh my god. Bound, New Slaves, Black Skinhead. Bruh.
G. I know this is your question, but new slaves, G. I be trying to tell people, Yeezus is Kanye's peak as far as straight raw rapping is concerned. I believe that. I believe that. And new slaves, that man got off, G. He got off.
Well, that's the
He
point
got
that I'm
off.
making. Like, I'm not concerned with how good the music sounds and all that. Like, fuck all that. I want you to dissect something. I want you to feel something. I give
Mm,
one opportunity for somebody to feel something about something. I'm
I
giving
got
them Yeezus, man. I'm giving them Yeezus.
If I never heard Kanye before, though, you gonna give me one of probably his most abrasive albums, G?
One,
The first sounds you hear is
And then within that, I want you to do your research. I want you to see all the interviews around it if you have a chance to. I want you to know why he felt the way he felt. I want you to know the fashion and what he was doing at that time and what this was like the right? We drink anti-hero. It's a beer show, right? I want you to know why he is in this moment.
Yeah.
Because I think that Kanye at that point, at the end of the day, when he dies, and we talk about Kanye, Yeezus Kanye is going to be the most impactful Kanye of all the Kanyes that we've quote unquote seen. Way more than college dropout Kanye, way more than late registration, all that.
Even more than them, because that Kanye birthed Drake, birthed Cudi, you know what I'm saying, and birthed certain artists to do that type of rap, G. You know what I'm saying? That he birthed a lot of MC style with college dropout and late registration, G. A lot of MC style, G.
So, yeah, but at the same time, I would also say a lot of styles came out of Yeezus. I would say that
I agree.
I think that Cudi influenced, and I said this at the time, I think Cudi is largely influential in 808s and a Yeezus type album.
For sure.
So, yeah, man, I mean, everybody feel a way about Ye, but at least they feel something, right? That's his lyric. Yeah. Well, let's make him feel something, G. Put that motherfucking hold my lick on. Put that bound on, G. Put that shit on. Let's see what's popping.
Hey, man. I feel you, G. I feel you, man.
Yeah, man.
Any last words, man?
No last words, man. We thank y'all for rocking with us. Y'all make sure y'all check out that Beyonce album that I think dropped tonight.
Oh, word. Yeah. By the time they see this, it'll be out, man. Yeah. They ain't even gonna be watching this show. They're gonna be listening to "Come and Break My Stuff." You want break my stuff, or whatever new song, you know.
Whatever song Danny really likes, because Danny really liked that song.
I'm not checking for it like that, G.
I'm gonna listen. I think
I'm gonna listen to it.
Go to Beyonce, "Dangerously in Love." That's a fucking good album. Speechless. If you can't get no panties to Speechless and you single, you tripping. That was wild right now. That was a wild comment.
Beers and bars, man.